video. In this video, we are going to see about infection. Infection is the lodgement and multiplication of a parasite in or on the tissues of a host. Here we have to see one thing. It is just a lodgement and multiplication of a parasite, and all infection does not always result in disease. Or we can say that disease is a rare consequence of infection, which is a common natural event. Infection and immunity involve interaction between the animal body, that is host, and the infecting microorganism. Based on their relationship to their hosts, microorganisms can be classified as saprophytes and parasites. Saprophytes are free-living microbes that depends on dead or decaying organic matter. They are found in soil and water and play an important role in the degradation of organic materials in nature. They are generally incapable of multiplying on living tissues and therefore are of little importance in infectious disease. There are some exceptions. For example, Bacillus subtilis, which is a saprophyte, infect hosts whose natural resistance is greatly reduced. Parasites. Parasites are microbes that can establish themselves and multiply in hosts. Parasitic microbes may be either pathogens or commensals. Pathogens. Pathogens are microorganisms that are capable of producing disease in the host. Commensals. Commensal microbes live in complete harmony with the host without causing any damage to it. The normal bacterial flora of the body consists largely of commensals. Many commensals behave as facultative pathogens in that they can produce disease when the host resistance is lowered. Classification of infection. Primary infection. Initial infection with a parasite in a host is termed primary infection. Subsequent infections by the same parasite in the host are termed reinfections. Secondary infection. When a new parasite sets up an infection in a host whose resistance is lowered by a pre-existing infectious disease, is called secondary infection. Focal infection or focal sepsis. Focal infection is a condition where, due to infection or sepsis at localized sites such as appendix or tonsils, generalized effects are produced. Cross infection. When in a patient already suffering from a disease, a new infection is set up from another host or another external source. It is known as cross infection. Nosocomial infection. Cross infections occurring in hospitals are called nosocomial infections. Iatrogenic infection. Physician-induced infections resulting from investigative, therapeutic, or other procedures. Opportunistic infection. Before seeing what is opportunistic infection, we'll see what is opportunistic microorganisms. A microorganism that exists as part of the normal flora but becomes pathogenic when transferred from the normal habitat into other areas of the host or when host resistance is lowered. Opportunistic infection. Some saprophytes are Opportunistic microorganisms may infect hosts whose natural resistance is greatly reduced, and such infection are called opportunistic infection. Classification of infection based on the source of infection. Endogenous infection. The source of infection is from the host's own body. Exogenous infection. The source of infection is from external sources. Classification based on clinical effects of infections. Inapparent infection. Inapparent infection is one where clinical effects are not apparent. It is also known as subclinical infection. Atypical infection. The typical or characteristic clinical manifestations of the particular infectious disease are not present. Latent infection. Some parasites following infection may remain in the tissue in a latent or hidden form, proliferating and producing clinical disease when the host resistance is lowered. This is termed latent infection. Friends, I'm concluding this video here. See you soon in my next video. Thank you, friends.